Good evening, everybody. How are you today? Okay, we finished Unit 18 with motion, and now we are gonna continue with a new unit, Unit 7, page 350, or I think 351, about matter and physical properties of matter. And this easy. What is matter before anything? Matter means what? We know matter is anything around us. Anything that has mass and volume, we call it matter. So, what is matter? We can define matter as anything that takes up space. Takes up space means volume and has mass. So, anything that takes up space and has mass, we call it matter. Okay? Or anything that has mass and volume. Anything that has mass and volume, we call it matter. So, around you, your book, your copybook, your pencils, your pencil case, your chair, table, fridges, anything around you that has mass and volume, we call it matter. Air is matter. Water is matter. Okay? But fire is not matter because fire is a type of energy. Okay? And light is not matter because it's a type of energy. Our lesson about physical properties of matter. What is a physical property? When we learned about magnet, I said magnetism is a physical property of magnets. Okay? And I said later we'll learn more about physical properties. So, physical property means what? Physical property. Physical property is a characteristic. Any property means is a characteristic of matter. We can observe it. Observe it means by using 5 senses. You can see, touch, or taste, like this. Any or a characteristic, we can observe it or measure it directly. Like the mass of an object, I can use pen balance to measure the mass of an object. Volume, I can measure it directly. Temperature, I can measure it directly. So we call mass, volume, and temperature physical properties because we can measure them directly. Or you can observe it directly, like the size. The size of this is small, is big. Its shape is rectangular, circular. So shape and size, physical properties. Texture, it's smooth. You can observe it directly. Okay? Its color is red or blue. So this is physical property. So we have many different physical properties. So before, what is a physical property again? Is a characteristic. So physical property is a characteristic of matter. We can observe it or measure it directly. Now give me examples. Okay. Physical property: mass, volume, temperature, I put them beside each other because we can measure them directly. Then color, you can observe it directly. Size, shape, texture, Odor. Its odor is good. Its odor is not. It's bad. So by using sense of smell, its odor is very nice. This rose, the odor of this rose is very nice. So odor is a physical property. We can observe it directly, like size, shape, color, and texture, and color, for example. So any property, you can observe it directly or measure it directly. We call it physical property.